Hey everybody, this is Dustin here from uBuyFirst, and this is gonna be a quick start guide on how to get up and running with uBuyFirst as soon as you have downloaded. For starters, you should have received an email from the website, whether you're subscribing to a subscription package or just downloading the trial. And so you would check your email and click on the link, and it'll forward you over to the uBuyFirst website, and the download should automatically start within a few seconds, as it has done right down here. The file's not too large, just about 12, 13 megabytes, so it shouldn't take too long either. One item, and it's described here on the site as well, is Chrome or Firefox are trying to be protective of your computer, and because of some of the features with uBuyFirst, it considers it a little bit aggressive, and so it just wants to warn you, are you sure you want to download this file? So you could get a message similar as you see down here. To do that, you could just click the down arrow button and keep. Otherwise, you could go to your downloads and click keep as well. Okay, and once you're done with that, you're just going to click or go to the directory. As you can see there, I did get a message here with Smart Screen. So what you can do is you can go to where the file is and click on Properties and just simply click Unblock and run this program as administrator. Apply and OK, and then we'll run the install. You can accept the license agreement and terms and conditions, and then install the program. We'll launch uBuyFirst. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is set up your eBay account with uBuyFirst and authorize it. This is completely done on eBay side, and uBuyFirst does not store any of your information and is done through authentication with a token on eBay's website. So to do that, you would come over to Search Setup tab. I'll get rid of the one that I had on there, and just click the Add eBay Account button, and then you'll click on Authenticate. It'll take you to the browser where you'll put in the user ID and password for the account that you're going to purchase on, and sign in. And click that you agree to the terms to grant access to uBuyFirst. Once that's done, you'll go back to the application and click confirm. You could choose the default browser if you have more than one, or you want a different browser other than the default. In my case, I'm going to stick with the default browser of the computer, and then I'll click save. Then the next item is I'm going to set up search terms. As you can see, I already had a couple set up, but I'll open those up. Alias is just going to be an internal name, a shorthand name. So in my case, I'm using an example for phones. I'm just going to say i5 for iPhone 5. My keywords, iPhone 5 Verizon. I'm going to have a price minimum of $70 and a price max of $160. The category ID is 9355, cell phones and smartphones. I want to search the eBay USA site, and I only want to see items located in the US that ship to US, and this is my shipping zip code, which will be used to help calculate shipping or total item price including shipping if it's calculated or fixed. And then I would click save, and then you can repeat those steps. The second option that you might want to try is to include item specifics for your category, where you can bring in those item specifics and view them. Same item, I'm going to enter in 9355, and my eBay site is eBay USA. And I'm going to hit get available columns. I'm going to choose that I want to see for cell phones the carrier, the model, and the storage capacity, and hit create columns there, and that should bring them into the main user interface. So from there, I'm going to go over to the main tab and hit start. Should start to load up items. A lot of times when you first start, it can take a second because there's a lot of items that it's trying to find. And then from here, as you can see, you have lots and lots of columns here by default, but you can set them and rearrange them to how you need to view items. And you can do that simply by dragging these columns. Also, if you want to get rid of a certain column, let's say I don't want to see whether they're best offer, you just right click, remove this column. And if you wanted to see all of the available columns that there are and bring some of those in, you could right click on any of the column headers and go to column band chooser, and you could see all the available columns, and then you could drag it to the user interface. Over here is a filter conditions. It's showing this module by default, but we'll get into that in the next video. For starters, you could just click the over button. In this middle user interface area, you're going to have pictures. Just mouse over and they will enlarge. As well as down at the bottom, you have the listing description. You can configure other item specific data here. Usually I like to have seller information. And then you can simply resize these based on how many items are showing up and how much room you need to see the description, and how large your screen is can make you want to go one way or another on those settings so that you're seeing everything properly. So you'll wait for items to show up. They'll show up in green when they're newly found, or red if when they're found they're already sold. And to purchase, you could either click on the buy button, and if it's a require immediate payment item, it will take you straight to the eBay page. Otherwise, you can always double click on an item and it will take you to the list. And if an item is a commit to buy item, which is an item where you do not have to pay right away, this would be an example of one that requires immediate payment. But this would be one like we have here that just has the commit to buy. You will be able to purchase an item like that directly through uBuyFirst by clicking the buy button, and uBuyFirst will know whether it's a commit to buy or require immediate payment. You will not have to try to make that decision. If it is a require immediate payment and you click buy, it'll take you to the website automatically, like there. And if it's one like this one that's commit to buy, a pop-up confirmation window will come up on your screen with the vitals that you need to make a purchasing decision on, and then you would click the buy it now button. And as soon as you click the buy it now button, it will purchase the item just as if you were to click the commit to buy button from the browser. So just as if you did here, and that will save you some time from having to leave the application and purchase and then come back over to the application. That should be most everything that you need to get started in searching on uBuyFirst. We'll follow up with a couple other videos on some customization for the user grid and some of the filter rules that you can put in that will help you out as well. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@ubuyfirst.com or send us a request through our contact link at uBuyFirst.com. We appreciate your interest and thanks for watching the video.